Silence is golden. How the Japanese communicate without saying a word. To truly comprehend this, let's first dismiss the conventional way of communication, the yells and shouts across a room to gain your friend's attention. This isn't the case in Japan. Here, they have perfected a unique style of communication that transcends verbal communication. The secret is in the subtleties, the gentle nods, polite bows, and even the profound power of silence. Imagine a typical morning rush hour. You're crammed on a crowded train, filled with people going about their daily routines. There's a person who needs to navigate through the throng to disembark at the next station. No loud, intrusive "excuse me" echoes through the carriage. No, in Japan, an approach is taken. A mere moment of eye contact, a slight but deliberate step aside, acknowledges the individual's presence and desire to pass. This subtle non-verbal interaction displays a profound respect for personal space. This way of communication is an art form, preserving the tranquility of the environment, avoiding unnecessary disruptions. It's efficient, respectful, and who would have thought that silence could be so communicative? The Japanese have mastered this art form. Think about it. Sometimes a friendly smile can speak volumes without uttering a sound. The power of silence and non-verbal cues, more than just words. Let's begin with a scenario. Envision yourself on a bustling Tokyo subway during peak commuting. The carriage is toppling over with individuals packed like anchovies in a can, wouldn't you agree? Yet there's something astonishingly noticeable. The quietness and organization that prevails despite the human congestion. In the land of the rising sun, Japan, the ethos of public spaces centers around one core principle: respect and consideration for others. It's an unwritten code of conduct that guides behavior in public places, especially crowded ones like the subway. Boisterous phone conversations that echo through the carriage, music playing so loudly it could be a public concert, or personal belongings spilling over into others' personal space. These are all viewed as serious social faux pas. In Japan, the concept of maintaining harmony in shared spaces isn't a social norm, but a way of life. It's all about being mindful of the confined space you're sharing with others and ensuring noise pollution is kept to an absolute minimum. And the beauty of it, this cultural norm doesn't necessarily mean you're deprived of your personal enjoyment. Quite the contrary, in fact. Want to listen to your favorite tunes? By all means do so. Simply slide in your earbuds, hit play, and lose yourself in the melodies. Just make sure you're within your space, jamming out in your own little world, respecting the tranquility of those around you. The power of silence and non-verbal cues, more than just words. We've all been there, stuck in a chaotic line with people cutting in left and right. It's a situation that can be incredibly frustrating, to say the least. The feeling of helplessness as the queue grows longer while others disregard the rules and simply barge ahead. It's something that can instantly ruin an otherwise perfect day. But it doesn't have to be this way. Imagine if we were in Japan, where queuing is considered almost a sacred ritual. Picture this. Lines form perfectly like an artist's perfect sketch, and people waiting patiently for their turn, akin to disciplined soldiers standing at attention. What sets Japan apart is not just discipline, but also the sense of respect for orderliness. It's ingrained in their culture and their everyday lives. There's even a social pressure to maintain order, a silent force that works to preserve the harmony of the line. Cutting in line is not just frowned upon. It's a major faux pas that can lead to social ostracization. This respect for orderliness isn't just about following rules. It's about recognizing the value of everyone's time and showing consideration for the needs of others. It's an approach that keeps things efficient, fair, and respectful. So next time you're in line, channel your inner Japanese and wait patiently. It might just become your new superpower. The power of silence and nonverbal cues, more than just words. Family is a core aspect of life in Japan, serving as the foundation of their societal structure. There is an inherent and elevated level of respect for elders that is deeply ingrained in their culture. And it is a respect that is not merely spoken, but expressed through actions and nonverbal cues. Consider, as an example, public transportation. If you're sitting on a bus in Japan and an elder boards, it's common decency to offer your seat, allowing them to rest. Simple act conveys a silent message of deference and honor. Food is another area where this respect is showcased. At family meals, elders are typically offered the first choice of food, again illustrating the revered position they hold within the family. This gesture is a quiet yet powerful way of saying, "We value and respect your wisdom and age." Physical distance, too, plays a significant role in showing respect. Social etiquette often dictates maintaining a slight physical distance from elders, offering them space as a way of respecting their superior standing within the family hierarchy. Even among siblings, there's a marked awareness of personal space, which is largely influenced by age. The older the sibling, the greater the respect and personal space given. While to outsiders, these firm boundaries might seem overly strict or formulaic, are cornerstones of the Japanese culture. These customs, although silent and subtle, create a distinct sense of order and foster an environment of mutual respect and understanding. They contribute to a strong sense of family harmony. It might seem a bit strict, but this emphasis on respect creates a strong sense of family harmony. The power of silence and nonverbal cues, more than just words. The Japanese business culture is renowned for its unwavering commitment and meticulously outlined hierarchy. Seniority is not just acknowledged, but it is profoundly respected, which also reflects in the way workspace is organized. The respect for seniority is so deeply ingrained that it is reflected even in the personal space allotted to the employees. Senior colleagues, owing to their experience and position, generally enjoy larger desks augmented with a larger personal space. This isn't just a matter of comfort, but a clear sign of honor and respect towards their position, recognizing their contributions and roles in the organization's success. Conversely, the junior employees, the fresh faces of the company, are granted smaller desks which are placed in relatively close proximity to each other. This isn't an attempt to belittle the new employees, but rather an attempt to establish the corporate and to ensure that everyone acknowledges their position in the company. Subtle aspects of daily interaction, such as the way employees posture themselves during meetings, can exhibit respect for the higher-ups. Though it may appear overly formal to an outsider, this methodical approach instills a strong sense of unity, respect, and teamwork within the office. It might seem a little formal at first, but this structured approach fosters a sense of teamwork and respect within the office.